Let's kill the Sona as fast as humanly possible, and then we'll clean up the rest later.
It's the fact that you have multiple win conditions. You know, if Origen do get ahead, they can look for that assassination potential, trying to make the poke on Sona. Or if they do fall behind, they say, we're not going to play into the 5v5. Let's just split up and try to eat this map up. Whereas on the other side from G2...
Notice how the Taric and the Varus are actually very even right now in the lane.
And it feels like both junglers are reading the same situation as Cold is sneaking in this back brush here.
Oh, 2v2 on the cards. Jankos is coming out. Now the Undertow's available. Duet will not find a stun. That's at least a devastating charge. Continues to push forward. Wonder forced to dash to safety. The Ignites, the burn is not going to be enough just yet. G2 first blood. The first blood king does it in the final.
Disaster there for Origen. The fact that Alphari didn't have the mana. He had wasted a lot of those Qs trying
and this leaves them open to ganks. You can see Patrick has started to build up a... Ooh, gank.
Oh, good damage onto Caps. This is OG on the board. Caps just caught out of position, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he just lost track of where Alphari was. Didn't expect the Hecarim to make a rotation down there. Was probably looking for the back and just wandered into him. So trying to scout some early vision. And now Wonder.
All right, let's see. Wonder how, and I wonder why he pushed forward onto Alphari. Now Nuke's gonna flash in.
Flash.
Stands in the side, and that's just easily done here for Origen. 2 kills.
So this is throwing down the gauntlet and saying, we are going to take this Infernal. You must, Mountain, you must fight us.
Quick shot, you need to be ready because our fight's about to kick off.
All right, here comes Caps. He's jumped into the fight. Will be able to self-cast and survive a few seconds longer. The Onslaught of Shadows goes forward. There's the engage. The Vanguard's Edge goes down, and Hourglass will buy some more time. The first kill. Wonder onto Cold. Now Origen are running for their lives. Mickey gets Mithy. It's not done yet. The Dazzle finds a stun. Patrick's in trouble, but not dead just yet. Nuke's trying to turn this one back around. 3 on 4. A Gallop, a trot to slot. Alphari gets at least one back. Now the Realm Warp will pick out some low health targets. Patrick jumps onto Perkz. Perkz is low on mana. That Song of Celerity will not get you away. Nuke prisons the rune of Mickey and turns it around. It ends up being a fight.
Single lane.
Oh, this time round there's no flash, but a very good stun, as well as a dash. Vanguard's Edge will buy some time, but Wonder trying to escape with his life. Mithy's going to join the fray and the fight, and Wonder will lose his life. Caps is now on the wrong side of 3 members of OG. The root will catch out Alphari. Alphari's going to get caught out. This will be a 1-for-1 trade, and the kill is secured by the Captain Perkz.
Ends up being a 1-for-1 overall, but now Origen can look to gain priority.
All of a sudden, Nuke has to try to escape with his life. He's got Flash and TP available, as well as that Realm Warp. I don't quite know if anyone's chasing him just yet. Perkz not going to use that E to close the gap. Instead, G2 are starting Baron.
Looks like Nuke does have his teleport available, and Cold is alive. Has the Paranoia and Flash available. Everything to try and steal this one away.
Yeah, and the Realm Warp was just used from Nuke. He's trying to clear out the mid lane and then can walk over. So they say this is going to take a long time for them to do.
And it is getting very, very low. Nuke is sticking on the tower. He hasn't peeled away yet. That's a dash over the wall from Wonder. Wonder jumps onto Alphari. Cold is sitting behind the pit. Alphari runs for his life. That's the Onslaught of Shadows used. I'm waiting to see if Cold goes in. Mithy's in trouble. Mithy's dead. He's killed by Wonder. The Baron's inside the pit. Cold, can he steal it? No, he cannot. G2 get Baron. Cold goes down. Nuke continues to push in the mid lane, but it's G2 Esports in control.
And we talked about the survivability that G2 have with this composition. Wonder was able to now from G2, and now they're staying grouped. They don't need to split apart. They're working around Wonder. Level 17 on the Aurelia, and Caps is looking for the flank.
All right, Patrick has got his Flash and his cleanse available. Here comes Alphari. That's at least 1 level of engage. Cosmic Radiance, remember, still on cooldown, but Alphari so low. 1-2 quick kills for G2. The re-engage from Wonder. He is just destroying Origen, and G2 ace Origen.
Beautiful fight from the side of G2. 5-0. Game 1 is going to be locked down from the side of G2.
And I don't know what you're supposed to do. I love the fact that the Sona Taric was paired with such high damage like Wonder's Aurelia and Jankos' Olaf. They took over this game.
This game came down to 1 Baron call, but it was the wrong one for Origen. G2 go up 1-0 in the finals. Look at Perkz and Caps.
Combos the E, the true damage on the Olaf with his smite as well to burst that one down and make it so that even though Cold got the timing right to flash into the pit, it was not enough to end up stealing it and trying to stall out the game for OG.
Beautiful play from G2. Also, you know, interesting in the context of the development of a best of 5 that they come out with a composition which is a bit different from what we have come to expect of them, of course.
and they picked up Caps coming into 2019. It was a reign of dominance for G2 that started here in the Ahoy Arena in Rotterdam, and G2 are going Morgana, Pyke, and a funnel comp. Okay, now, let's step back. It's been a long time since we have seen funnel comp.
No, here's the thing. Everyone, when Perkz first made his rotation over to the ADC, everyone's like, funnel. That's not the same thing as actually being a true marksman. He can't just get away with this. There was so many...
Comp will work is very new, very novel. Clearly, Perkz and Wonder will be the primary carries. Jankos returns to support duty here in the final. But you know what? He said, I want a title badly. I will not jungle. I don't need to.
Well, look at it this way. If anybody wants to see exactly what Jankos does this game, go check out twitch.tv/RiotGames2. He won the POV vote. He is playing Teleport Flash Morgana. Caps is playing Pyke. Your spring split MVP is playing Pyke, and Perkz is running.
Cool here is it's kind of a double-edged sword. The fact that they gave Cold the Rek'Sai, but he doesn't get to just power bomb.
All right, there's an early flash from Perkz already, but look at the turnaround damage. Mickey's going low, defensive flash. Mickey survives. First blood picked up by Perkz.
And Origen, they tried to go for the early game play. They hard commit onto executing Mickey, and they fail. So Perkz picks himself up first blood, and this funnel just got even stronger.
But you can't blame Cold looking for that play. You know exactly what he wants to do. If he finds that kill, it's a completely different game, because if they're going to force the...
Are heavily mitigated.
Oh, this is so scary. Caps on Pyke, Mickey on Rakan. The amount of CC combined before you add the Rune Rhyme Prison is already disgusting. This should just be an easy setup. There's the dash, the knockup, the ghost water dive. And you wonder where Alfari's gone back to Fountain.
It wasn't even fair. He never stood a chance. What I think is so incredible about this, though, isn't just the execution of the dive, but look at the rest of the map. There's nothing for Origen with their utility, with their power.
I don't know if there is a more creative team playing at this level of League of Legends anywhere else in the world. And G2, they pull off another surprise.
Well, Griffin did try in their final, but it didn't work out. Now we see a very quick kill onto Mickey. And remember, something that
hold the lane assignments once this map starts opening up, because you are looking at Origen's comp with the Kennen as well as the Yasuo. And speaking of Kennen...
Oh, there we go. Cold. Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted to see Cold step up. You wanted to see Cold have an impact in the early game for Fruscuren. And on his undefeated Rek'Sai, 1-1-1.
But hold on, look at the sharks. They're surrounding the water. They smell it.
Oh, here comes Caps. Waiting to see the CC. Alfari has used absolutely everything. Does get taken out. And of course, the Rune Prison onto Cold. So there's an instant reply. Teleport is now being thrown down. I think Wanda should be joining the fray. And this will be a couple of...
Kind of focusing in on the Morgana build path is... I'll hold it for a second because here comes Caps.
All right, here he comes. Bone Skewer out. Bone Skewer in. Alfari's in trouble. Soul Shackles will do sometimes. Slicing Maelstrom will do a little bit. Caps gets the dunk. Now on the back end, Perkz, he manages to pick up his 200th kill in playoffs. Now Origen are running for their lives. Perkz isn't done yet. Looking to re-engage. Dark Binding won't find a target as Patrick and Mythy are running. The Crescendo did a lot of work. Cosmic Radiance may not be used just yet, and it's not available. Not gonna work out, and Patrick and Mythy are now in trouble. Mythy caught, stunned up. I'm waiting to see if Caps can find the Bone Skewer. Lure in prison, just missing, just going wide. Wanda takes a little bit of damage from Patrick, throwing out the overloads onto the overloads! Wanda finds yet another kill. It's a 5,000 gold lead.
And G2 are just...
with double mobility boots.
And Wanda almost picks up a kill here in a 1v3. Fruscuren in such a difficult situation. All right, there comes the Unburrow from Cold.
Got him.
Manages to at least get one. That was a 4-on-1. Now Nukeduck is in trouble. He will get taken out by Perkz. The Feather's out, the Feather's back, and they pick up one. Now Caps looking for the Bone Skewer, gonna use the dive to escape. The re-engage! Mickey goes down with the quickness. Slicing Maelstrom, simply not enough. Alfari is dead, and it is a top lane schooling, as Wanda has way more impact than Alfari.
And Origen are trying to get down and dirty with G2. They're trying to step two, meet them in these skirmishes, but they are just getting outclassed right now.
I barely have enough time to breathe. Imagine what Origen have to be doing on this stage. Coming up against this type of funnel composition. Now there's a lot of damage under Caps. The Crescendo comes down from Patrick, but there's no follow-up. There's nothing more to do. G2 get yet another 5-0-5. Perkz is on a ramp.
Game alive.
All right, 20 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Origen looking to engage. I believe that might be the quickest. We're going to confirm with stats. Look at the re-engage. Cosmic Rain survives sometimes. Slicing Monstrum does so much damage. Imagine if Origen were not 8,000 gold down. They've got themselves a 1-for-1. Here's the re-engage. Mithy gets chunked out. The knock-up and the dash away from Mickey. Now Wonder's looking to run down the rest of the team. Mithy gets popped. The shield from Wonder. The dive from Caps. And now Cole is the last member standing. G2 Esports get Baron and 3 kills. And again, I just think to myself, what if the early game had not gone the way that it did?
And that was so important why they needed to get Wonder ahead of Alfari. They needed that secondary damage dealer when they have a team composition of triple support alongside Xayah. Like you said, imagine if Origen weren't 8K down there for that fight.
Wow, not gonna be the case. Cold almost kills Mickey. He takes G2 Esports over lining here. G2 Esports.
They're just gonna dive him.
They are going to dive. Cosmic Radiance is thrown down by Mithy. There's some sort of engage, but look how Alfari just gets Rune Prison in place. He simply cannot get past. The quickness used by Mickey in the dash out. Now that's good damage from Nukeduck, but again, there's simply too much to fight through. There's the knock-up, knock-down, and it is simply too easy for G2 Esports. Now Patrick will be the last man standing before he gets aced by G2. And I have a quick stat for you. When G2 Esports ran Funnel Comms in summer of 2018, they went undefeated 5-0. In the finals of spring, they are looking to continue that streak 6-0. At 24.5 minutes, G2 Esports funnel their way to victory.
What a convincing victory from G2 as they look to lead the series 2-0. Beautiful stuff.
That would be the answer, but you see Sonatark in bot lane, that's all about playing back in team fights, not about diving in and trying.
I want to step back and I want to look at how these two compositions meet head to head. I understand the OG comp. I'm interested in the G2 comp, but if it's the attack speed Nico, it's just swapping out that AD. Frostwall, Verdius, what do you make of the 5v5s?
So I really want to talk about G2's comp and less about the 5v5 and more about their ability to split the map up. Notice how they're running the Tahm Kench. What we're likely going to see is Caps in one lane, Wonder in the other.
They like to play the pressure and the objective game versus the collapse skirmish game.
All right, we'll see which one's going to come out on top. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Ahoy Arena, put your hands together. What could be the final game of the night? G2 Esports leads the series 2-0. And hoop, Holland, hoop, look at that flag on the rift.
Nico doesn't have a lot of mobility in the lane, and outside of level 6, she is very squishy. And as you can see,
hello, Origen! Welcome back to Rotterdam!
just as we talk about the 2v2, the all-in power of this Draven Galio is monstrous. They catch Mickey and Perks off guard, and they find themselves first blood, but Mithy...
Oh, what was that? Getting caught out by that root that you just talked about.
And that's just careless from Mithy. He didn't respect the fact that the minions were dying, that he was going to take the tower aggro, and just unneeded there is now Yanko's.
Observers, Cold will be looking to make the first move here on Wonder. Wonder's still got flash available. Teleport already being channeled. The knockup from the Unburrow will not find a target. Here comes Cap to the skies, puts the hammer down. Alfari gets a chilling smite from Yankos. Cold shock blasted in the bottom. He's trying to escape now. That's a flash forward from Cap. 1-2 kills to G2.
And it's the confidence of G2 to recognize when they can split apart. You know, they didn't overcommit one way and let...
Feels like everything they touch turns to gold.
Yeah. Quite literally, because every time they touch the enemy team, it seems like they always get converted into gold, as Wonder now looking for a play onto Alfari.
All right, Wonder's going to be able to sidestep out. Yankos and Alfari going to look for the double tap, and Wonder just so beautifully done.
That was really unfortunate for Alfari. He wanted to try and get the flash into Q to get the execute onto Wonder, but he got interrupted and put into his ultimate, which can do a good job of controlling the river. But I don't know if it's enough, as we see an all-in in the bot.
All right, there we go. Pop Blossom was used. Mickey is very low. Mithy throws out the Winds of War. Now the spinning axes are there. Take a look at the mid lane. Yankos goes down. Finally, OG get another one back. But Caps has got the red buff, and he's got a lot of damage to play with. Not going to be a follow-up chase from Nukeduck, who just has those long swords and the Amp Tome. With the pressure, with the Draven Galio down, Bob Patrick is now looking for the kill. That's a flash forward. Two-man taunt, Justice punch to the face. Mithy kills Mickey. Perkz runs for his life. He manages to get one, and spinning action just about do the kill. Step forward, that's one, not enough. Look at the Bob Blossom, the roots, not going to be the kill. Patrick has got the vamp.
You gotta run, Patrick.
He's staying alive for now. No flash available. Gonna just get the clone. Caps, shock blast, not gonna be enough. And it's Perkz that's on the killing spree.
That fancy footwork.
This makes this matchup that much harder and gives him so much more pressure in the 1 versus 1.
And it's also the fact that Nukeduck wasn't the hiccup of that kill that in fact went to the Rek'Sai. So not only did he lose the red buff, but that's also Caps with extra gold, walking him down.
I was waiting to see if Mickey could have got that Devour down. Wasn't able to do so, and Cold, it's so tough. I'm looking at him trying to position around this bottom lane. Like I said a moment or two ago, the game is being played around him. He simply hasn't had an opportunity to get involved until now. Mickey goes in with the Abyssal Voice. Patrick is already chunked down very, very low. Whirling Death will fly out and come back, and way too late. Now Nukeduck jumping in the back. Pop Blossom from Perkz. AP Nico does so much damage. Nukeduck unable to kill Mickey, but Cold goes down. Caps puts the hammer down. Cataclysm on the Agnos picks up another. Perkz picks up a third. G2 Esports are destroying Origin.
And it's divide and conquer from G2 in all of these team fights. Again, the fact that they their target selection is so strong that they split.
This makes this matchup that much harder and gives him so much more pressure in the 1 versus 1.
And it's also the fact that Nukeduck wasn't the hiccup of that kill that in fact went to the Rek'Sai. So not only did he lose the red buff, but that's also Caps with extra gold, walking him down.
I was waiting to see if Mickey could have got that Devour down. Wasn't able to do so, and Cold, it's so tough. I'm looking at him trying to position around this bottom lane. Like I said a moment or two ago, the game is being played around him. He simply hasn't had an opportunity to get involved until now. Mickey goes in with the Abyssal Voice. Patrick is already chunked down very, very low. Whirling Death will fly out and come back, and way too late. Now Nukeduck jumping in the back. Pop Blossom from Perkz. AP Nico does so much damage. Nukeduck unable to kill Mickey, but Cold goes down. Caps puts the hammer down. Cataclysm on the Agnos picks up another. Perkz picks up a third. G2 Esports are destroying Origin.
And it's divide and conquer from G2 in all of these team fights. Again, the fact that they their target selection is so strong that they split.
Me is the fact that Jankos, Wonder, and Mickey will be picking up their first titles.
Yeah, they certainly will. A lot of members. Ooh. A lot of members on the side of G2 yet to win their first title. But how can you say they don't deserve it with the performances that every G2 player has demonstrated today?
Yeah, I mean, Nukeduck is now going to get caught up by 2 members. He's trying to look for Caps, but I don't even think he's going to be able to find him. Still has to get through a Hex Drinker. Wonder is going to run him down.
There's more action in the bot lane.
It's already over, Vedius. Ladies and gentlemen, fans of G2 in the Ahoy Arena, are you not entertained?
Caliber and talent that this roster does possess, and while this split, they could not compete against G2, they now have a benchmark to work towards.
I mean, to be fair, no one could contest G2. Basically, they took a vacation in the back half of their summer split to prepare for this moment.
1, 2, 3, goodbye! That's going to be a taunt out from Mithy, but G2 Esports inside the base. Can they finish this before 20 minutes? Pop Blossom goes down. Perkz and the rest of G2, they may be looking to set the fastest win of European Finals history. They're pushing onto the Nexus turrets. It's 17 minutes into the game. They've got a Rift Herald to help out. G2 Esports, they're going to find one Nexus turret. The Shelly is going to go down. G2 back away. Minion Wave starts to conga line its way in. 17 minutes.
This is the one window that they have to attack G2 before they all go back and spend all of that gold, all of those towers that they've taken down.
Ladies and gentlemen in Twitch chat, press F to pay respect because OG's funeral is coming up. Alfari gets one.
For it.
Here's the base. The team before 20 minutes is looking for it. G2 Esports are looking at the Nexus. Origin, they're trying to fight back, but they cannot do it. Origin are crumbling to G2. Europe kneels to its champion, G2 Esports. The world awaits G2. $18 minutes, 31 seconds. I am confirming just how much of a record that is. But this is the most dominant team Europe has ever produced. In the 7 years... Yankos, Wonder, Mickey, for the first time, joining Perks, Caps, Europe. G2 Esports are your champions!